Hi everyone, good morning, happy Sunday, and I'm hoping that by the time I upload this, it'll still be Sunday, but if not, I hope you all had a good weekend. Just wanted to share really, because I've got a project that I need to crack on with, and it's a really junky journal that I've signed up to swap with a person in a Facebook group. So on my last video, you've seen me share how a project. You've seen me share a project that I've made. These are the book plates that I've made and some faux stamps that I could use in embellishing my journal. So that's that. And I don't know about you guys, but I have a big box of bits and bobs, like different sides of paper that I want to thumb through and used in my junk journal. So I think that's what I'm gonna do today, just to kind of like, I reckon I'm gonna make some Franken pages and just choose from this big box of paper that I've accumulated over the last 6 months. So I'll come back again and go through with you the papers that I've chosen. Okay. Okay, I'm back. So, going through that box, I've realized I've had this like cut off papers I think I intended to make into coin pockets. So that's what I'm gonna do that with. And also I saw this it's a cover for the Flow magazine, but on the other side it's got this pattern that I could potentially use for journaling cards and tags. And then I've divided my papers into two groups. This one has got another nice pattern to it again, so I can use that as either journaling cards or tags. So that's the other pattern that I've seen, so that will be good. And then I've got various bits and pieces of paper here that has got beautiful patterns, and I want this group of papers to be, I'm gonna turn them into envelopes for pockets, or like pockets in general for the pages. So do that, and this little bundle here will be the main pages of the journal. Now I'm torn between just keeping them at their size and then folding them over like that, or I can Franken page them together and create a A5 size. I'm still debating that. And there are some paper that are really flimsy and thin, so I thought like this one, it doesn't have a backing to it, so I could potentially glue that onto another page to make another page, to make it more sturdy, if that makes sense. So perhaps, say for example, just this example, I wouldn't even, it's just like that. But then when I do cut it, it will mean that I'm gonna lose some of it. But that's my plan. I think the theme is summer junk journal, and this is pages from the summer Flow magazine, I think. So that would be good. Oh, I forgot to say, I've seen, or I've got this like drop paper. Is that what you call it? Drop paint papers that I've used when I did a journaling online journaling course. Oh, it's got stuck together, but that's all right. But I can use this for my franking pages and glue the bits and pieces on there and then cut it to size. So that's one other option. So we'll use that for other project. And that's another drop kind of like drop paint paper. Is that what you call it? But yeah, watch this space and I'll use this for my franking pages too. Okay, see you in a moment. Okay, so this is the finished product. I've used a tool that I had for ages to just tie around the journal. I've used this this is from a box, like not a cereal box, but you know, those postage box that I've had. I've covered it with wallpaper samples, and I've bind it with a Coptic stitch. Now, two things I've learned about this. I'm still getting the grips of Coptic stitch, but obviously there's still room for improvement there. I think I've done it too tight in here and I didn't do it properly. But yeah, we learn from all of these craft projects. I've kind of like glued on a leather leather strap. This is another scrap leather that I have, so I thought I'd make use of that. And this is one of the I showed this on a project share, which is a book plate again from scraps and stuff that I have in my stash. And I've mostly used pages from an old magazine, book covers. I've decoupage. I've put some like torn or some lined paper that I've kind of like torn just for effect or for texture. These doilies, I have a die cut, a die for doilies. So I've made those from pages from a magazine. And this is a sticker that I've been hoarding for a long time. These are cutouts that I've found in that great big box that I have. Yes, so I've just used a lot of scraps and paper, and this one I've used my brushes that I've diluted in water that I had in little sprays. So I've sprayed it. I've stamped. I used my Stampin' Up stamps. Yeah, so that wasn't stamped so great. This one, oh no, it's got transferred. Made these faux postage stamps. So I've just literally made use of pages from magazines and book pages to form my journal. And as I said, I don't know whether I've said it before, but this is going for, I've made this as a swap because the challenge is to make a junk journal out of like junk or random bits and pieces that you've been hoarding. So yeah, so that's an envelope that you can, that you can put stuff in. Page from an atlas. These little things, this page is from a paper bag. Again, I've hoarded for years and I've decoupage some bits and pieces in it. Oh, that's coming off, so I'm gonna have to glue that down. Bear with me. So yeah, there you go. And just literally decoupage book pages. Yeah, and just decorated with random bits and pieces. These are paper and paper napkin decoupage, and again, this is a paper from a paper bag I've got, the brown paper bag. So just added this postcard size, or about, I think this is 3x4 size card, just for journaling purposes. They can even, you know, they can add some gesso and they can write in there. Yeah, and I've used my some of my washi tape samples that I've been hoarding for years. So yeah, I thought I'd just do a flip through of what the outcome is. So this book tags, these tags I've made from toilet loo roll cardboard, you know, in the middle of the toilet roll. I've used that as a base for my tags. And then I had leftover fabric that I made into this little ribbony type thing at the top. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with it, and I hope that the person that I'm swapping with will be happy with what I've created. I'm quite happy to use this as my journal and just fill it with lots of good memories. I've got like pockets, like coin envelope thing, pocket type things. I've got I just decided decorated that, so it's just lots of journaling and writing space. There's another tuck spot there, another page. The other thing that I've learned is that maybe distribute the paper so it's not too bulky at the bottom and too thin at the top. Yeah, there's another tuck spot there. You can tuck that in. Yeah, so I'm quite pleased with this. I'm really happy with it, and I'm gonna make another one. There's another challenge that I'm gonna be joining in, and I'm quite excited to be taking part again and joining. Yeah, it's amazing what random book pages and decorative paper can do to a page, really, and a washi tape. This is a summer type journal, so I've more or less botanically type thing. Anything that reminds me of summer I put. Yeah, so I didn't really stitch back in there, so there you go, lesson learned. That's a flip down. That's another journaling spot. So, I don't know, I can't remember how many pages this, but there's 6 signatures. Yeah, this is my drop paint page or whatever, and you know, the leftover paints and stuff. Yeah, Flow magazine is the best magazine to use, and Daphne's Diary as well, because they can be very you know, botanically is that even a word? Botanicals orientated or themed. I also use like pages that have got quotes in them, because I think that would be good. Yeah, brushes, random bits and pieces really, and I am quite pleased with what I've done. So yeah, so let me know if you you like this video and you like this little project, share, and I can try and do some more. I'm gonna try and practice some Coptic stitch binding. Yeah, and yeah, so it's basically trying to practice the technique really, but as I said, overall I'm quite pleased with the outcome. And I'm just hoping that my swap partner will be able to appreciate what I've created for. Yeah, let me know if you want down in in the comments below, if you want to see more of this kind of projects. I'm quite happy to share. As I said, I've got another junk journal challenge coming up, and that's the one that led by Carrie May. Yeah, so thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for watching, and I hope you've learned a thing or two, even if I haven't really shown you how I did it. But if you do want to know anything about how I made this journal, just leave me a comment down below and I shall get back to you. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a great evening, day, whatever time it is in your wherever you are. Bye for now.